Hello everyone, today I wanna talk about GPS or mobile phone number setup on Suzuki Burgman 400. Uh, as you know, our scooter, maxi scooter, is filled with plastic, so there are no much options to install GPS or phone that without drilling holes in the plastic and setups that feel comfortable and safe for you. Now I want to show you few options that most Burgman owners do have. So let's start. First of all, it's possible to install it on the center of the handlebar on a special mount. Second option is to install like I did with RAM mount on my mirror. Third option is to install on a brake fluid cover. Option number 4 is to install on a mirror, and option number 5 is to install here metal thing and put GPS right where my camera is. So let's talk about pros and cons of all of these cases. Let's talk about central handlebar mount. For now, I was using it as my first option, as my main option, but then I decided to switch. This mount is really solid. It's from metal and it's mounted on with 4 bolts on your handlebar under Burgman cover. It's really solid. But if you want to mount GPS or your mobile phone here, you need to solve two problems. First of all, how to mount it. On this metal bar, you need to install a clamp like this one from GPS, which is GPS specific cradle. So first of all, you will need to install cradle here, and for GPS, or if you're using phone, you need to install a phone cradle, or maybe a RAM X grip mount. Second issue with this, you will need to power up your device. So in my case, I'm using BikeMaster USB charger, but I'm using it with side connectors. So this one is automotive and motorcycle industry standard for providing power. Why it's really important to use this kind of connectors? USB is connected directly to my battery, and even if no device is powered to USB port is still consuming power from a battery. So if you leave it connected as it is, in a couple of weeks, probably 2 or 3, if you don't have other sources, they will drain Burgman battery to 0%. That's why you need this side connector to easily disconnect USB from draining your battery. Another issue with this mount is that it's too low. I mean, really too low. If you mount your GPS on this position, it will be like this, or like this. Okay, so why I switched to other option? In case you're mounting GPS here every time you're trying to look on your GPS, you're moving your side from a road to GPS. So now I'm sitting as in my usual riding position on my scooter. My side of view is just above my airflow screen, a little bit above. And when I'm riding, if I need to look on my dashboard, I'm doing like a second eye movement like this. Hop. In case GPS is mounted in a central position, you will need to move it more down to see what's on your map. Like, and when you're watching your GPS, you don't see the road with your peripheral vision. Let's talk about mirror mount. For now, I don't have it, but I will show you in a parallel. Now there should be video from my Romania trip when I use it. So I had iPhone 5 as my GPS device, and I mounted it right on my mirror. Uh, so pros: when you're riding, you're checking your left mirror all the time because of passing cars and just to check what is around you. So uh, you're looking to the left mirror really frequently, and in case your GPS will be just behind your mirror, you are checking mirror and GPS at the same time. Also, uh, when you're riding from a position and you're checking mirror, you still see the road in front of you. So it's much safer than to use central mount. Problem with mirror mounting is that phone is fine to mount here because phone is lightweight, but GPS is pretty heavy. So in case of vibration, it can uh, destroy your mounting here, and all your mirror will just fall off. So mirror mount is fine for phones, but not okay for GPS. For GPS, I'm using, as you see here, Garmin Zumo cradle with a power supply. Garmin Zumo cradle with power supply on a rumble joint mounted to the mirror. So first of all, this rumble mounted, and then I put the mirror. Here we have both of two worlds where you can see the road with your peripheral vision, and you can see GPS. Brake reservoir cover rumble mount instead of bolt is other really nice option, but I was when I was mounting my cradle, I was out of time to order from USA this ball, so I decided quickly order rumble copy from AliExpress and use mirror mount instead of brake reservoir cover. Also, I'm not sure, but I suppose that because of high vibrations and high weight of GPS, you can destroy your bolts. Let's talk about upper dashboard mount. To do this, you need to find somewhere or create on your own crossbar to mount on these two bolts, and then on this crossbar mount GPS device, so it will be like this or this. Okay, this one. This is a really nice option because you don't need to move your side really down. But problem is that with this joint there is really high vibration. So if you put it on a RAM mount here, it will shake so hard that you barely see what's on GPS. Second problem is to power your GPS on this position. You will need to cut a drill somewhere here, or move the cord like this to your handlebar, and it will be not so nice as in this position. Let's talk about power. In case of central mount here, GPS you can use like this cradle to power up your unit. If you're using your phone, you need to put USB port somewhere here to power up your cord. Otherwise, you need to put cord from a cigarette plug, and I don't know, cut the plastic, or your cord will be damaged all the time because of this ledge. In case of central mount, I will put a link on a separate video when I talked about my previous Garmin unit, Garmin Zumo 340 with this mount and setup. But in case you're using your phone number, it's even more tricky to install USB alongside with a cradle, so your phone will be power up. So your phone will have enough power. Also, if you do have long, like 1 meter or even 30 centimeters cord from your power plug to your phone, you will need to put cord like in a rounds and then power up to your phone. In case of using a mirror mount, you can you can power your phone from a USB from a central stand, or go all the way to the cigarette lighter. Problem here is that you will need really long cord to go all the way from the mirror to the cigarette lighter in order to not interfere with the handlebar when you're turning left or right, especially on the right. Quick check about simplicity of Zumo with this mount. All you need to do, just push the button. Okay, here I want to demonstrate from a rider position. Uh, if you put your GPS in several ways, how you will look on a device. So usually I am looking just above my screen, so it's like here. if I'm using my central mount, I will need to do this. Or let me take off my glasses so you'll better see. Also, now I'm using my open face helmet. If I have full face with my chin bar, I need not only to move my eyes down, but my head. So it will be like in case I'm using my GPS with mount as I have here, in case of mirror mount, and in case of top mount. Another plus of this option mount, it's ease of rotating of my GPS from landscape mode to portrait and vice versa. So it will be like this. Up. So what I want to say is that I'm really happy with my current GPS setup. It's comfortable, it's solid, and I guess it's the best option for Burgman. So let me know what you think in the comment section and ride safe. Bye bye.